Hello everyone, this is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for July 11th through the 17th of 2021. So this week kicks off on the 12th, which is Monday, with Mercury trining Jupiter. So that means that Mercury has gotten out of its Gemini retrograde zone and moved into Cancer as of the 11th, as of Sunday. So immediately it links up with Jupiter in Pisces. This is very good for our consciousness. This energy is great for expanding your mind, learning something new, or taking a class. It's time to plan for the future and start getting organized. However, you may feel less disciplined and more creative, which is fine in the beginning, but eventually focus and discipline will have to be engaged to ground your new ideas, thoughts, or concepts. This is where Jupiter's expanding your consciousness in certain ways. You have to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? If you are self-aware, awake, and alert, you will be able to see and seize the opportunities as they present themselves. It may appear to be luck, but it's really more that you were in alignment with the cosmos, present and positive, and ultimately able to trust and follow your own instincts. Practice, there is no perfection. Being optimistic and looking for opportunity in every experience will magnetize the positive and naturally repel the negative, leading right where you want to be. Take advantage of this good energy to connect to whatever it is you are trying to create in your life at this time. Deep breath. Then Tuesday, the 13th, we have Venus conjuncting Mars. Now, this is a big deal because just the night before is our Venus activation. And we had a very powerful call with Kathy Bogano as our guest. And she talked about this integration of masculine and feminine that we have an opportunity to take advantage of right now. And they're linking up in Leo, which is all about love, but mostly self-love, self-worth, self-value. This is the sacred marriage of your inner masculine and feminine. It's so powerful. So this is our primary sacred feminine and masculine energies merging in a potent way, arousing a need to cultivate powerful relationship, whether physical, sexual with one, or relating and socializing with many, either way. There is a strong need for approval on one level and affection on another level from others in a way that we usually do okay on our own. But with this one, you just crave human contact of some sort. If you are not in relationship mode or interacting with human beings at this time, this energy can also activate your artistic nature. This is a perfect time to create something, a project or a relationship that is seeded by deep, authentic love. Deep breath. And then we have on the 15th, Chiron, which retrogrades annually, is going backwards in Aries. It's living in Aries from 2018 to 2027, which is affecting those born 1968 to 77, with one of the most important initiations of our lives, one which happens to everyone around the ages of 48 to 52. This retrograde in Aries will help us all consciously honor the healing, education, and personal transformation that Chiron facilitates. During 2010 to 2019, while Chiron was in Pisces, we learned about sensitivity and boundary issues, about being a spirit in human form. Now in Aries, we are opening up to the new directive of self-healing, self-assembling, and self-mastery going forward. Chiron is best known as the wounded healer, the aspect of self that came in with a wound to address this lifetime, and in your chart, it represents your healing and educational path, which is all that you learned on the journey to wholeness and integration, and the healing and education that results from that journey. This 5-month period is going to reveal where you're at in your own process. This time is deeply supported for a personal inventory or inner review. You have to be willing to face the fears and hurts, accept the losses and defeats, and then get up, dust yourself off, and try again. Chiron can help guide this process. It's time to be brave and pioneering. Clearly, the old ways no longer work. It's time to follow our instincts, though first we may have to connect to them properly. It's time to face challenges head on and remember that we have to do for self, be self-sufficient and self-contained, but we do not have to do it alone. So this time is really going to support the evolution of the individual within the context of the community or their relationships. It's all connected. If one evolves, the other has to evolve too, or dissolve and go away. Meaning if you evolve the individual, then all your relationships are going to evolve or go away. Deep breath. Also on the 15th, which is Thursday, the Sun is going to trine Neptune. This energy triggers your idealistic, altruistic inclinations. But remember that help has to be invited. But if you have the energy to share and to spare, then dedicate yourself to something greater than you. Choose a cause to support or help those less fortunate for the sheer pleasure of giving. If your energy is low at this time, it's better directed inward. If you can, take some extra time in intentional solitude, praying, meditating, and connecting to spirit this week, as you will be rewarded with deep revelations and mystical discoveries within you. It's time to do divinations, ritual, or ceremony if you're into that. Your intuition is heightened also, so pay attention to any messages that come through or to you. Try to use this energy to reflect on where you are and dream a little about where you want to be, mentally, spiritually, and physically in 6 months to a year from now. So deep breath. Neptune helps us with our vision and connecting to our higher selves to call in that vision. Sun is illuminating that. In a trine, it's ease and grace to get to that vision, which is great. Then we have Saturday the 17th. Not easy, but necessary and annual, by the way. So we go through it all the time. So on the 17th, Sun opposed Pluto. This energy can and will create very intense encounters with others, possibly revealing things about you which you may not have been aware of, misunderstood, or have chosen to ignore thus far. This energy provokes power struggles and/or challenges with authority figures where you may have to stand up for yourself. It can also make you more aggressive, intense, and overbearing than usual, creating or attracting these kind of situations. If there are any problems within a relationship, personal or professional, this energy will force things out into the open. It will be much easier on you if you can open a dialogue with the express purpose of clearing the air and proceeding to a new level in your relationship by choice. Any aspect of your life that you have been just getting by will now demand attention. You won't be able to do anything less than a complete overhaul or replacement. This can be any area of life, but the Capricorn house in particular during the years 2008 to 2024 due to Pluto's extended stay is what we're looking at now. Let's put it this way. Anytime Pluto is involved, there is usually complete destruction of the current fill in the blank, XYZ, to make room for the new and improved. And this will be by the universe's definition, but you do get a vote. You can consciously choose too. Ultimately, this is a good growth and development type of energy activation, pushing you to the next level. Ready or not, here you come. So use the energies available to strengthen, fortify, and prepare for your own personal transformation. Also consider your drives and direction about 6 months ago and where you want to end up 6 months from now. This is an integration. That means a time when the depths of your soul self can commune and bond with your surface personality conscious self. Like the conjunction January 13th of 2021, about 6 months ago, this is about how you direct your personal power on your own behalf, and often breakdowns precede breakthroughs. So that's our week. Short but potent, right? I hope you're enjoying the brilliant sunset that actually was sunny. Last week was a cloudy sunset on the mountain, and it was still beautiful. But I hope you enjoy this week's sunny sunset. Still trying to get my butt up for sunrise, but if any of you know me, you know that's not my time of day. And I tried to do it for the eclipse, and it got cloudy, and I was finally up and about at that hour, and I still couldn't get the video I wanted. But I will get that sunrise one of these days, for sure, even if I got to stay up until then. But this lake is so fun, and it's only 5 minutes from my house, and it's such a beautiful sunset, and the magical colors that came through were so brilliant. I really hope you enjoyed it. There will be more from other parks in this Colorado Springs area. I am just having so much fun discovering little nature spots where I can post up and work my magic, right? So thank you all for being part of my community. Thanks for listening. Reach out if you need to, and have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.